you guys our experience or my experience for my port of entry, which is Manila to Dallas, Texas. And for that, we have a connecting flight, which is in Korea, incheon. So guys, ayun na nga, July 4 yung aming flight from Manila to Dallas. By the way, original na flight talaga namin is July 12. But we didn't expect na makukuha ko yung yellow packet ko with my passport with visa approved from the US Embassy, Manila. Then, nagparibo kami ng ticket. From July 12, ginawa namin siyang July 4 para nga maaga kaming maka-flight kasi kailangan niya na rin bumalik sa trabaho niya. So, yung time po ng flight namin is 11:30 in the evening. Then, we arrived at Naiya or Ninoy Aquino International Airport at 8 a.m. Then, after po nun, naghintay lang kami kasi di muna kami pinapasok kasi 9 p.m. pa yung bukas nung sa check-in ng Korean Air. Which is, that's our flight. From Manila to Korea, that's our connecting flight. Then, after po nun, pumasok na kami ng 9 o'clock. Then, pumila kami sa check-in para mag-check-in na kami. Check-in namin yung baggage namin. Tapos, we present our passport on the check-in. Then, after nun, binigay yung boarding pass namin. Then, after nun, immigration, ipapresent mo yung passport mo, tapos may tanong lang silang kaunti. Then, after nun, yung gate namin is gate 5. Then, naghintay pa ulit kami ng 1 hour or 1 to 2 hours para sa flight namin, which is kasi 11:30 yun. Maaga kami dumating. Then, after nun, sumakay na kami sa airplane. Tapos po, pag andun na kami sa airplane, hinanap lang namin yung our seat number. Then, I'm so lucky because kasama ko siya ng flight ko. So, hindi ako nahirapan that time. Kasi siya lahat na nagtanong, gumawa nito, gumawa noon. Tapos, after nun, Korean Air is good. Let's say to them your experience about Korean Air.
It was pretty cool. Food was good. The turbulence at the end was a little...
Yeah, we experienced turbulence that time.
Yeah, apparently the whole plane dropped like 500 feet.
As in, yung mga tao talaga sa loob ng aeroplano, nagsigawan nung pababang ganun yung aeroplano.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster without the rails.
Nakatakot.
That's a definite selling point. They should include that in the pamphlet. Yeah.
Nakatakot yun. And that time, umiinom siya ng kape, tapos tumapon lahat sa kanya nung coffee. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Spilled coffee all over myself.
Then after nun, what time we arrived at Incheon? Like 5? 5 a.m.?
Yeah, something like that.
Like 5 a.m. we arrived at Incheon International Airport. So after nun, we find our terminal, which is in Terminal 1? Right?
And we had to go all the way over to Terminal 4.
Before kami makaprating ng Terminal 1, sumakay muna kami ng train. We ride on the train. Then,
Pretty cool, by the way.
oh yeah, their technology is so high-tech. More on computer. Then after that,
Did you just call that computer a moron?
Then after that, we passed through the immigration. In Incheon. They just asked my passport with his passport and some fingerprints and pictures, and that's it. Then after that, going to our terminal, which is in Terminal 1, which is we wait like 12 to 13 hours for our flight. That's a long waiting, but it's worth it.
Totally.
Then
Got to eat some good food. The big bowl of ramen. I mean, this thing was gigantic.
and their food is awesome. Then after that, after we wait for almost 13 hours, then we fall in line again to the checking
For American Airlines.
And we get our boarding pass. Then after, we went to the scanning x-ray machine, and they gonna ask you if you have electronic gadgets like tablet, laptop. You need to take it off on your bags, and if you have a metal things on your body. That's it. And after that, you're gonna fall in line all the way to the gate, and you need to take a pictures again. And that's it. You're gonna
Then you get on the plane.
we wait like 1 hour again. Yeah, we wait.
Takes that long to load up. What? I think it's, I'm not sure, but it looked like about 300 people. It's probably less, but it just seems like that. And then starts the 22-hour flight.
Yeah. So, for experience, we don't have experience to turbulence on the American Airlines. And the attendant there is so nice. They are approachable. They ask you if there's something wrong. They ask you if you want to eat. They tell you what are the menu. We ate 3 times on the plane. Then after 22 or 23 hours on the airplane. 22 or 13 hours?
No, it was like 22.
Yeah, after 22 hours on the plane,
I'm not sure exactly. It seemed like forever.
We arrived safe at the Dallas International Airport, or DFW, right? International Airport. Then after we arrived at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, I passed through the immigration. They asked the yellow packet from the U.S. Embassy Manila. So I present it in my passport with visa stamp. There is just a few questions like when did we get married, and what is his address in Texas. So that's it. That's my experience in the immigration on Dallas Fort Worth. So that's my port of entry. Port of entry po, yun po yung first state na lalapagan nyo sa United States. Yun yung tinatawag nilang port of entry. Then after nun, I passed through the custom. Why do I need to pass through the customs?
They want to make sure you're not bringing anything with you that, like, seeds, plants, certain things.
Yep.
That kind of thing. When it comes to port of entry, for those of you who don't speak Tagalog, if, let's say you live here in the DFW area, and you take, there's a couple different ways to get to the Philippines. One of the ways I've done is to go from Dallas, Fort Worth, to LAX, which is in Los Angeles, and then go straight from there to the Philippines. Well, if you come, let's say, backwards, and you go from the Philippines to LAX, you'll go through customs and port of entry there, and then the next flight will be domestic, and it'll be just like any other flight. But whatever the first state in this country you come into, that's going to be your port of entry, which means on all the forms you fill out, you would put LAX.
And after nun, we get our baggage, then pass through the customs, and that's it. We arrived safely on Dallas, or we arrived safely in our flight. That's a long flight.
A piece of advice, if your fiance is going to be coming through LAX, LAX has people that this is their whole job. And after being through LAX several times, I can tell you, it's hard to explain, but imagine the airport being like a big box, 2 big boxes being set up next to each other. international flights come in here, domestic flights are over here, and you have to go out, come across, come back down, go through security again. So you're going to go through security twice, either way you go. So they have people that their whole job is to meet them at international, pick them up, and escort them to the domestic. So I would highly, highly recommend go ahead and pay the extra for that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I was looking into it, I think it was $40. And they have people that do this all day long. And when I was looking at it, they were like, oh, we have people that speak Tagalog. We have, I mean, you can literally, on the website, when I was doing the ticket, they were saying, you know, if you prefer it be a female or a male, you know, whether they speak Tagalog or not. I mean, there's just a whole host of people that do this. So, and I've talked to some people that have used that service, and they said they were just the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Yep.
So, and if you ever want to see insanity, LAX is a good place to go watch it. It's literally just the most insane thing you've ever seen. I mean, there's just people everywhere from every country on God's green earth. And it was just kind of cool. When I went through it the second time, I think I went through LAX. I was in line. I was talking to a Dutch businessman in front of me. And I had a Nigerian farmer who was also, he was in LA for a conference. And the guy in front of the Dutch businessman was from Texas, and we were sitting there joking, and we were all having a great conversation. It was hilarious. But, yeah, just figured I'd give you that heads up. The other way you can get to the Philippines is you can go from wherever you're at to Canada, and there's a direct flight from Canada to Manila.
Like Japan.
Yeah, you can go from, I know you can go from DFW to Japan to Manila. You can go from DFW to
also China
Hong Kong,
Airlines.
China, and take Cathay Air down to the Philippines.
There's a lot of connecting flight.
Or you can go from here to Incheon.
Wala kasing walang direct flight from Manila to Dallas. That's why we may connecting flight kami, which is Korea. Manila to Korea, Korea to Dallas, Texas. So that's it.
See, what else do they need to know?
That's it. So guys, we just
Oh yeah, don't blow bubblegum bubbles on the plane.
Why?
The air pressure, it would expand and blow up all over their face.
I don't know that.
I didn't know that either until I seen somebody do it.
So okay. So that's it. Doon na po nagtatapos ang ating video. So for those who not subscribed yet to our channel, please subscribe. Just click the notification bell, share, like, comment. And that's it. Para po maging part kayo ng aming family. You gonna say anything? Shout out ko yung aking friend na si Kim Francisco and
The Taylor family.
the Team Taylor channel. We always watch your vlogs. Bye-bye, guys!